Hello, hello. It's Gareth again, and I'm going to be taking you through another Pcap malware analysis. And just to note, I'm going to change the format a little bit from what I've been doing before. Previously, I've been kind of making these videos for myself so I can talk through and see my thinking, but it seems several people actually watch them. So I'm actually going to start with everything set up, and I'm also going to edit the videos, so if I get stuck for more than 5-10 minutes, I just cut that away because, yeah, no one likes to see me going down the wrong rabbit holes, and trying to just, streamline the videos a little bit and try and talk a bit more through it. So let's get started. I'm going to be doing a bit of an older one, the 622 traffic analysis exercise. I don't even want to try and pronounce this. That's the name. Already got the zips downloaded. And let's have a look at the scenario. All the standard information it gives you, lang segments, IP address, broadcast address, and your task. We get a Pcap, an alert, and we actually get the malware. So we get to do some malware analysis. I've set up a machine to do this. It's not perfect, but it is a Windows 7 machine with essentially all defenses down, so we can just run the malware, see what it does. And we need to find IP, MAC, and hostname. Pretty standard. Windows username, standard. Delivery method for the malware, that's more fun. IP address used by the delivery method, infection. So a little bit of threat intelligence almost. SHA-256 hash of the exe retrieved from the infected Windows host. It's just given us that, so that should be easy. And based on the alerts, what type of malware infected the Windows host? Okay, so we get to have to figure out the type of malware. That's where the malware analysis will come in. IP address of the post-infection traffic. So that's probably a command and control center. So there's going to be the IP address that delivered the malware, and then basically the command and control center will be a different IP address that's different. So that'll be interesting. And what domain name was used for post-infection traffic? So that will come off of this. So this actually looks like a pretty good challenge. Let's dive into it. I have everything set up already. Let's have a look at the alerts first. Which one of the alerts? Here we go. The image and text document. Let's have a look at the image. Let's encrypt. I use Let's Encrypt to encrypt for my own website, so I don't see this as too much of a threat indicator, but it still pops up as an alert. Rig EKURI strut, don't know what that is. Apologies about that, guys. I did have to take that call, but where were we? Collect garbage in base64. Escape from char code. Outdated flash. All these are things I'm not. Flash exploit, maybe that's a thing. Minimal headers. Trojan, yeah, these are usually it's the things that come up as Trojans that you're worried about. You can see the destination IP source, so we're going to be looking at this source. So we need Wireshark and we need the Pcap, so let's go find it. I've already lost it. Malware analysis. Wireshark may need to be run as sudo. It also helps if you can spell Wireshark correctly. Here we go. Pcap analysis. So already we had a hint of the host name. I am suspicious of the 10.0.76.109. So let's have a... I'll actually pull this up in text form so I can copy paste the IP addresses. There we go. This is nicer. IP dot address, that's what it is. This is what happens when you don't use your tools well enough. You forget them. So it's pretty busy, so I'm going to add in some additional filters. So ip.source, we want that to be equal to this, and this is the potentially malicious. Text document here. Flash. Interesting. So there was some alarms about Flash. It could be a outdated Flash exploit. I'm actually not too familiar with how Flash exploits work, so that's something I might have to Google a little bit. Application downloads. Red alert there in HTTP. Let's have a look at this. So let's actually go throw this in VirusTotal. It does have some related malicious files, but overall it doesn't seem overly malicious. It was HTTP connection, so let's just try this as well. Ooh! Sophos and Bitdefender and Kaspersky, the three big ones in my eyes. These are my three favorite AVs. They all say this is a malicious IP. So I think we found the bad. We found the evil. Let's see if we can extract this file then. So there it is. There's two of them. So let's export these two. I can only export one at a time. In fact, there may be three of them. Yeah, so there's a text, then a flash, then two other ones. So let's have a look. This one first. Let's actually go in order. Let's have a look at it. It's funny it doesn't let me grab multiple ones. We'll save that in here. Let's have a look. Open a new workspace for the malware analysis. Here it is. Let's just see what type of file it is. Not pulling too much back. I wonder if this is a hash. I'm not sure it's a hash. It starts with a %. I'll pull the other ones down and have a look. Save this one as well. And save this one as well. Let's get analyzing. %3FN. Let's actually use the tab to complete. Doesn't want a tab to complete. This looks like a script. So we can play Pcap this. Alright. It's been a bit funny, so we're just going to do it like this. Ooh, this is not nice. There's definitely some hex in there. Let's do a quick... This is a script, but it's a pretty lengthy script. I'm going to close this before I get a headache. And the last file is this data. Also a headache. I didn't get too much from that static analysis. Static analysis is really hard. I think when I grab this malware and throw it into my Windows machine, I'm going to learn a lot more. But I'm willing to say this appears to be the malware and point of breach based on what I've seen. So let's see when it first pulled down a file. And that will be our breach time. It's probably this get. That's one of... So let's start filling in our... I think I closed Sublime Text accidentally. Hopefully it's saved my... Oh no. Oh, I'm on 2 different desktops, just to be confusing. Here we go. IP address, MAC address, and host name. So we have IP address. We're willing to say it is this 10.0.76.109. So now we need to find the host name and the MAC address. Now to do this, we refer to our notes. So if we come here, I've got it all open. Hostname and MAC address from DHCP. So we want boot P to find that. So we want IP source. Nah. Equals this. And boot P. And it's not source, it's just I hate Wireshark sometimes, guys. Let's just see if we can find it here. Easy enough, there's the 109. It should be in here somewhere. Client MAC address, we know it's a Dell machine, and we also know that is the MAC address. So let's copy. Description will work. This might be a little bit ugly. Oh no, there we go. And last thing we need is the host name. So I'm not sure this gives us the host name. Never mind, it does. This is the host name. That didn't grab the right thing. Always double check what you copy. Let's copy all visible items and then just delete. Where is what we want? The host name. So we can delete everything else. Okay. Question 1 answered. Question 2. What was the Windows user account for the infected host? So, back to the notes. So just when you do this sort of stuff and you have to remember a lot, take notes. Host information, device model and OS, Windows user account, that's what we want. So you want Kerberos traffic. This string is really nice if it works, otherwise you have to do it the long and hard way. Beautiful. I think it's Kerberos. Let's actually double check the notes. Kerberos ask request. Yeah. That's actually ask response. Let's see if we get anyway. CNAME. There we go. There's the username of the poor guy who got infected. Delivery method for the malware. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the flash, so by outdated flash is going to be my guess. I'm going to have a little bit further look in, but I'm going to type this in for now. So he probably tried to and we know this already. It's a 34 IP address, so let's go back and find. That'll be in the alerts here. Of the exe retrieved from the infected Windows host. So, for those of you who don't know how to do this, that folder is empty and it shouldn't be. I might have to re-download it. So we want JAW 256, I believe it's some. So this should be our malware, the hash of the malware. So let's actually go back to VirusTotal. Good thing to note, guys, if you're ever doing malware analysis for real, you have to be careful when using VirusTotal because you don't want to accidentally. Never mind, we have some more interesting stuff to talk about. Trojan, PUA downloader. Let's see if definitely malware. It's an any run report. Let's have a look at that. This is someone that's put this in any run, which is a sandbox that will tell us kind of what it did. It's an executable. Uses DLLs, of course it does. Install shield. Seems to execute MS Visual C++. As a text, some data files. So we can watch it run in their sandbox. Or if they're using XP for malware analysis, it's interesting. Alright, that wasn't too interesting. I'd rather run it myself. But yeah, it's definitely the malware, and we have the SHA 256 sum, so let's move on. Based on the alerts, what type of malware infected the Windows host? So it's based on the alerts. So alerts, what type of malware infection? Let's bring up the alerts. That's not the alerts. This is the alerts. Outdated flash exploit, ET get with minimal headers, Trojan generic, ET kpot stealer exfiltration. So some sort of, it seems to be the unique one that's not just Trojan generics. This is probably the name we're looking for. Let's do some Googling and see what this is. Interesting, default to Bing. was hoping for more of a write-up. K-pot stealer. So right now it's my best guess. Oh, that's a useless site. Tell you what, we're gonna Google. And it's probably gonna be proof points. There we go. No? Security intelligence. So this is pay for written in C++. We've kind of confirmed that already. So what exactly does it do, though? All right, let's K-pot malware. High-risk Trojan designed to steal various personal information. All right, I think we got enough here. Let's go. K-pot data exfiltration. Oh my god, I cannot spell. Why is there no spell checker in Sublime Text? I'm actually going to learn to spell that correctly just so I'm... What is the IP address of the post-infection traffic? So this is probably where the data gets. So IP dot source double equals, and then we need to grab IP of the infected host and scroll down to the bottom, see where it's going, sending data. So sending TCP packets to this 37.170 and this 81.209. A lot this 81.209. Let's have a look at this. Goes down here at the bottom. It's notes. Again, didn't see the field there. I had to like. Was it sending a HTTP? No, port number 80, so it'll be HTTP, so we can that seems to be not flagged, so possibly not. Let's have a look at the other one. Let's scroll down a bit further and then go back to the other one they thought was suspect. That might be legitimate traffic. Alright, so there's the 72 address. Let's have a look at this one. Obviously there's other ways of virus totals, not the only thing to analyze stuff with, but I'm used to it. Ooh, Komodo says it's malware. But just Komodo. What if I just search? Komodo says everything is malware in my experience, so I don't fully trust that result. This guy's saying it's alright. I'm not sold that this is malicious either, but it's a question mark right now. Let's go back. We had another IP to investigate further up. Is this the IP? Yeah, the 171 is the one that initially deployed the malware. Let's confirm that is the case. Don't trust your own notes sometimes. This was definitely one that deployed the malware. I'm actually going to view objects a little bit more. See if there's any outgoing text that seems suspicious or anything like that. Yeah, this one looks a bit funny, doesn't it? Let's have a look. Now it's just sending bits of data as text dash packet 4896. Obviously it has to be spelled packet. Now apparently it's not the format again. Well, we can scroll, guys. Scrolling works. Four, 8. Nine, 6. So that wasn't from this IP address, so that won't be it. Thought I might have had something there, but not this time. Let's go back to viewing objects. Let's just double check a few more of these. So 4909. Again, this is not this traffic. Alright, next to it there's a suspicious get. Let's go back to the question we're trying to answer again. Remember, we're trying to answer what's the IP address of the post-infection traffic. So right now my best bet is this one. This is the one that came up. No, this is the one that came up in Komodo. Let's quickly close these. Go back to our virus total. This is the one we're a little bit suspicious of. Can we dig a bit more? Maybe just generic Google search. In this case, say Bing search. Well, guys, I might have to take a guess here. I don't want to spend too much time on this. If it was a real-world situation, I would, but I'm just going to take a guess and see what the answer is. Right now, this is the one I suspect the most due to Komodo having flagged it, but it's also doing funny things, encrypted handshake messages. Yeah, I'm going to take this as my guess, guys. This is my best guess. And we will see. What is the domain name used for the post-infection traffic? Interesting. So we need to do a Host name to IP, domain to IP, domain. Bling is just useless. I don't know why it's currently defaulting to it. There we go. We want a reverse DNS lookup. And then we're going to grab our. Now, if this doesn't go to a domain name, and we probably picked the wrong one. Does not have a reverse DNS record. Interesting. This was a few months ago challenge. It could be gone, but it could also be the wrong. Let's look at our other suspicious IP then. Did miss an 8 off the start. It might be because it's too far after the fact that the domain is no longer registered and is timed out and we're not getting anything back. So, but that information should possibly exist in here if we have a look. I'll also have a quick look at the alerts one more time. Have a quick look at this. This as well. I don't think it's related. No, that's not going to be related. That's not going to be related. Well, I might have to give up on finding out domain name. I'm not sure where to look next. Alright guys, we're just going to leave that one blank and admit defeat, just for time's sake. You can get bogged down learning sometimes. I'm going to say that it's so long after the domain's no longer registered and I can't find it, and that's my excuse. So, let's go have a look at the answers, see how we did. I sure hope to God I'm right. Click here for the answers. I didn't actually run the malware in my sandbox. We seem to have found everything without doing that. PDF with the answers. Yes, please. Skill. Questions. Let's see if we can... yeah, there we go. That, we're all good. Username, same. Rig exploit kit. Delivery method for the malware. Rig, so I did not get that. Let's look up what a rig exploit kit is. So it's a very prolific exploit kit. Oh, I remember Angler. Angler is evil. So rigs basically replace... I should know about this exploit kit. Using gates to redirect their victims to the exploit. See, look, they do it does leverage JavaScript, which is what I put. So I basically didn't quite get this right, but I sort of was most of the way there. But yeah, I should have got that rig exploit kit. So let's go back to yeah. So IP address is correct. Hash is correct. Kpot stealer, Kpot data exfiltration. Yep, same. I got the wrong 50-50 guess with my post exploitation traffic. I couldn't tell which one it was. I said I took a 50-50. Let's see if we can get this to resolve to a yeah, so DNS record isn't found. So I think because I'm doing this 6 months after the fact, or a bit longer, that it's no longer, this domain no longer is registered. Basically, they know, because it's known and been flagged as, you know, an exploit domain, whoever owns it no longer paid for it, and it's now no longer there. So I think I can be excused for not finding it, but it would have been wrong anyway. And that might have made it harder to find. I'm just making excuses for getting this wrong, but I did not get this entirely correct, guys. But yeah, there was my Pcap analysis. Not flawless this time. Definitely need to dig into rig exploit kit a little bit more and know how to recognize that in Pcaps, because that is definitely something I could see in the wild. And I'm going to continue to do videos like this. I'm actually going to cut this one down and edit it, so hopefully you guys appreciate that, and see you next time.